let's see how to make inferences. To infer, infer is the things I know from something else said or written in the text. An inference is not written in the text. There is something else written, and from this information, I can make conclusions. How do I do an inference? We need two things. We need to show evidence. We need this information from the text. And we need our common sense or our previous knowledge. For this, I like using graphic organizers. So when you are trying to do inferences, you can simply use this graphic organizer. In this graphic organizer, you write down your inference, the evidence you take from the text, and the knowledge about that. Okay? So let's see what we can infer in here. Let's see the first inference. Lydia loves to read books. Her favorite genre are the ones that give lots of clues in order to solve a problem. Lydia loves to make inferences to solve the cases in each story. What is Lydia's favorite genre of books to read? So here, I can see that Lydia loves to read books, and I am looking for the genre. I need clues, I need evidence from the book. Remember, we are looking from evidence. So, she likes the books where there are lots of clues in order to solve a problem, like maybe Sherlock Holmes, all right? So, what is this type of genre called? This type of genre is called crime or mystery books. How did I know that? I used the clues in order to solve a problem. So I'm gonna write in the evidence clues okay, and my previous knowledge is, for example, Sherlock Holmes. Okay, I know this type of books. I know this type of book is what? Crime. So she likes crimes. And in any moment I read the word crime. Crime books. I didn't have this information. Remember, when we do an inference, we don't have the inference in our text. Okay? I had what? Clues in order to solve a problem. This is the evidence. And I use my previous knowledge. Let's see the next one. The third graders at Tyden Elementary are going on a once-in-a-lifetime field trip. They will get to see Mickey Mouse in a beautiful castle. Most of the students can wait to ride on all of the rides. Where are the third graders going on their field trip? So again, I am going to look for evidence and knowledge. Okay, I know they are third graders in Tidal Elementary, and they are going to see Mickey Mouse and a beautiful castle. So Mickey Mouse, beautiful castle, and there are rides. I know rides, Mickey, and beautiful castle. Those are my evidences. So I'm gonna say there is a castle, there is Mickey Mouse, and there are rides. And I know all these things are where? I know all those things are where? In Disney. So I know they are going to Disneyland. Why? Because I've seen the castle and Mickey Mouse where? In movies. So I'm using my knowledge and those evidences to make my inference. They are going to Disneyland. In my text doesn't say Disneyland. Let's do another one. Drew's favorite subject in school uses lots of numbers. He loves to figure out the sums or differences of equations. What is Drew's favorite subject? Again, I'm going to use my graphic organizer. Evidence and knowledge. Okay, evidence. Let's analyze our text. We've got here, we're looking for favorite subject at school. Do I know subjects at school? Yeah, I know math, reading, science, etc. So this is my knowledge. I already know subjects. Alright, this subject uses lots of numbers and he loves to figure out the sums or differences of equations. So I would say his favorite subject is math. It's math. And what is my evidence? The information taken from the text. Numbers. He uses numbers and sums and differences. So I would say numbers and addition, sums, and differences, subtraction. All right. Let's do the last one. The first graders saw such an amazing animal at the zoo today. It had such a long neck that reached up into the trees. It had interesting spots all over it that helped it blend in with the trees. What amazing animal did the first graders see today? Okay. Let's use first evidence. Okay, we are looking for an animal. I know animals. This animal is at the zoo. So I know the animals we can find in the zoo. Those are my previous knowledge. Okay, this animal has a long neck. I'm gonna write it in here. Long neck. Okay. And so with this long neck, he can get into the high parts of the trees. All right. And it also had interesting spots all over it. So it's got spots in the body. So I know the animals I can find in the zoo. All right. So an animal with spots all over the body and a long neck. I know this is gonna be a giraffe, for sure. So this is my inference. It's a giraffe. And of course, this information is not in the text. My inference is not written in the text. I get to my inference by information in the text. That's my evidence and my previous knowledge. Now we've been using inference cards, but we can do inferences as well using a book, a chapter book. Now we are gonna read Johnny B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus. Okay, let's see. Let's read together. Meeting Mrs. My name is Johnny B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. I'm almost 6 years old. Almost 6 is when you get to go to kindergarten. Kindergarten is when you go to meet new friends and not watch TV. My kindergarten is the afternoon kind. Today was my first day of school. I'd been to my room before though. Last week, Mother took me there to meet my teacher. It was called Meet the Teacher Day. My teacher was decorating the bulletin board with the letters of the alphabet. I already know all of those letters, I said. I can't sing them, except I don't feel like it right now. My teacher shook my hand. Only our hands didn't fit together that good. Her name was Mrs. I can't remember the rest of it. Mrs. said I look cute. I know it, I said. That's because I have on my new shoes. I held my foot way high in the air. See how shiny they are? Before I put them on, I licked them. And guess what else? I said. This is my bestest hat. Grandpa Miller bought it for me. See the devil horns sticking out the sides? In my first page, I can make some inferences from here. Let's see. I can infer by what we read in page 1 that Jenny is a kindergartner. How do I know? I know she's almost 6 years old. That would be my evidence. And she's in the first day of her school. So if she's almost 6 and she's going to kindergarten, she is a kindergartner. What can I infer from page 2? Okay, there is something really interesting in here. When it says, my teacher shook my hand, only our hands didn't fit together that good. So my inference here is that their hands have different sizes. How do I know? The inference in the text is that their hands didn't fit together good. So if I use this evidence from the text and my knowledge, I know she's a little girl and I know the teacher is an adult. So I can infer that their hands had different sizes. All right. Let's see what else we can infer. Mrs. laughed, except I don't know why. Devil horns are supposed to be scary. Then we walked around the room and she showed me where the stuff was. Like the easels where we get to paint, and the shelves where the books are, and the tables where we sit and don't watch TV. One of the tables in the front of the room had a red chair. I would like to sit here, I think, I told her. But Mrs. said, we will have to wait and see, Jenny. B, I said, call me B, Jenny B. I hollered the B part real loud so she wouldn't forget it. People are always forgetting my B. Mother rolled her eyes and looked at the ceiling. I looked up there too, but I didn't see anything. Okay, what can we infer in here? B, I said, call me Johnny B. And I hollered the B part real loud, so she's kind of screaming. Okay, if I use this information from the text as my evidence, and I use the knowledge, like you shouldn't scream at a teacher, I can infer that she didn't behave real good. She was a little bit not really well-mannered. And let's see here, Mother rolled her eyes and looked at the ceiling. Okay, this is a specific gesture. And so if I take this evidence, roll her eyes and look at the ceiling, and I think of my mom when she does it as knowledge, I can infer that Mommy was not really happy. Let's continue. Okay. Are you going to ride the bus, Jenny B? Mrs. asked me. I made my shoulders go up and down. I don't know. Where's it going to? My mother nodded her head and said, yes, she will be riding the bus. That made me feel scary inside, 'cause I've never ridden a bus before. Yeah, only where is it going to? I asked again. Mrs. sat on her desk. Then she and my mother talked more about the bus. I tapped on Miss. Guess what? I still don't know where it's going to. Mrs. smiled and said the bus driver's name was Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu, said Mother, that's an easy name for Johnny B to remember. I covered my ears and stamped my foot. Yeah, only where's the stupid smelly bus going to? Mother and Mrs. frowned. Frowning is when your eyebrows look grumpy. Watch yourself, Missy, said Mother. Mrs. my name when I'm in trouble. I looked down at my shoes. They didn't look as shiny as they did before. Just then another mother and a boy came in, and Mrs. went off to talk to them instead of me. I don't know why, though. The boy was hiding behind his mother and acting very babyish. I can beat that boy up, I think. After that, my mother sat me down and explained me about the bus. She said it's yellow, and it's called a school bus, and it stops at the end of my street. Then I get on it and sit down, and it takes me to school. And then your teacher will meet you in the parking lot, said Mother. Okay, Johnny B, won't that be fun? I nodded the word yes, but inside my head I said the word no. Okay, I would like you to think about some inferences. Okay, if we go to page 6, here, you remember when I read that? I covered my ears and stamped my foot. Yeah, only where's the stupid smelly bus going to? All right, I would like you to infer how this little girl, Jenny B, is feeling. Next inference I would like you to do is Mother and Mrs. frowned. Frowning is when your eyebrows look grumpy. Watch yourself, Missy, said Mother. Mrs. my name when I'm in trouble. Okay, how is Mother and the teacher, Mrs., feeling right now? Okay. I would like you also to make an inference about where is she from? Where is this little girl, Johnny B, from? What country? And the last and fourth inference I would like you to do is how is her personality? How is Johnny's personality? Okay. Good luck with your inferences.